We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That's Orange Show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That's Orange Show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That's Orange Show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That's Orange Show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That's Orange Show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That's Orange Show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That's Orange Show. That's Orange Show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That's Orange Show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That's Orange Show.
Las opiniones expresadas en este programa son responsabilidad exclusiva de quienes las emiten y no representan necesariamente el pensamiento o alguna posición oficial de este medio de comunicación.
ADR Networks presenta.
This is Celestine Angel.
And I'm Isa Crouch.
And this is...
Foreign Show!
On the Foreign Show.
What it do, the Foreign Show family? This is Isaac Rakesh here on ADR Networks, activating your senses. Welcome to that Foreign Show. First of all, we want to wish each and every one of you guys a Happy New Year. Thank you for joining us here today. That Foreign Show family, we welcome you to the first show of the year, and we are very excited. This show, we're going to talk to a very interesting guest about his travels and his passion for adrenaline. All right, we're going to get into that in a bit when we talk to our guest who's coming on. We're going to kick things off right now with the Insider segment, and for those of you who are new to the show, the Insider segment is when we actually kind of give some of our recommendations, some inside information that will help you guys have an easier time navigating your travels in Mexico City. All right, places to see, things to do, interesting things like that. And on today's episode, we want to talk about the soft launch of a very interesting spot called Nudo. All right, a big shout out to Ben, all right, who has launched this beautiful place. All right, it's called Nudo. Fur, if you can put the link up, we're going to put the Instagram link up here for you guys to take a look. Now guys, if you like noodles, this is the place to be. If you like boba, this is the place to be. All right, they have an amazing selection of boba and all different kinds of noodles. Right, I'm pulling up the menu here so that you guys can I can rattle off what we have, what they actually have on the menu for you guys. But to kick things off, right, you should try. I tried the fried chicken entree that they have. Right, they have a few different selections that you can actually choose from. I'm gonna pull the menu up right here, and you start off with the entree and you move on to the noodles. Right, I had the Taiwanese beef noodles. You can actually have all kinds of. Right, here we go. You have your wonton, fried wonton, your fried chicken. These are the entrees, right? And then you have edamame, right? Spicy edamame. And this thing called pastel de arroz Taiwanese, right? It's Taiwanese rice cake, right? And then you move on to the ramens. They have ramens, a whole wide selection of ramen. They have ramen, beef ramen, like I told you guys. They have the tonkotsu Japanese noodles, right? And there is tonka, Thailand style. Basically, guys, if you like noodles and you want to try the spectrum of noodles that you could possibly try, if you were traveling Asia, you can actually do that right here in Nudo, in one spot, right? And it's a very comfortable kind of ambiance and a very relaxed kind of setting for you. You can actually enjoy that place. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on to their boba selection, because they have boba, which is milk tea, bubble tea, right? Bubble tea. You have your Thai Rojo, right? Green Thai. That's the Indian chai. There's oolong. There's Taiwanese classic. There's jasmine. There's Okinawa brown sugar. Sounds really interesting. And taro as well. So, boba or noodles. You can head on down to Nudo, right? Fur, can we put the link up on the screen? Yes. Fragrant ramen, sweet boba in your cup, right? I'm translating the Spanish menu right here. Noodle. I'm going to pull up the address for you guys right now. It's actually in Tonola 187, all right? Now, another very interesting thing about this, I don't know if you guys have seen some of the TikToks that have been going around, some of the creators who have been making some videos about Noodle. If you walk by the place, the entrance of the place actually is like it looks like it's from, you know, some olden day China kind of period thing, right? Actually, it's Taiwanese inspired, right? It's Taiwanese inspired kind of thing, and it's very eye catching, and you won't miss it, right? 187 Tonala, that is the address, all right? Roma Norte, all right? Go check it out. Now, is our guest here? If he is backstage, we're going to let him in. And today we are going to be talking to Oliver. I'm just looking at this thing and I'm wondering if he is an adrenaline junkie, right? He is going to talk to us about his travels, and a lot of his travels involve airplanes and things like that, you know, like exciting things like that. So we're going to talk to him about his very interesting flight-related passions like this, right? And also we want to chop it up with him about what motivates him, you know, to do these things that he does. One of the things I want to talk to him about is the hot air balloon rides that I saw some of the pics on his IG, and we want to talk to him as soon as he is backstage. Fer, is he backstage?
We are going to a break and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
On the foreign show.
ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
Hola, yo soy Filiberto Romo.
Y yo Roberto Cárdenas. Y juntos les llevaremos un viaje por la historia,
Desde un punto de vista diferente.
por las barbas de la historia,
Un programa diferente todos los sábados a las 10 de la mañana.
por ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
Hola, nosotros somos
Ramón Martínez
y César Alcántara y te invitamos todos los jueves en punto de las 4 de la tarde en tu programa De la Muerte a la Vida,
con temas espirituales que te fortalecerán en tu crecimiento a la madurez espiritual por ADR Networks y ADR Wellness,
activando tus sentidos. No faltes.
Te esperamos.
Hola, soy Luis Flores. Te espero todos los viernes en punto de las 9 de la noche, tiempo del Centro de México, en mi programa Momentos de Espiritualidad, donde platicaremos sobre temas como ángeles, sanaciones, seres de luz y demás temas tan interesantes. ¿En dónde? En ADR Wellness, activando tus sentidos y tu espíritu.
Hola amigos, ¿cómo están? Nosotros somos
Tony Nieto.
Yo soy Cox y los invitamos a que no se pierdan todos los miércoles de
3 a 4 de la tarde.
nuestro programa Conectados por ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
¿Listo para llevar tu marca al siguiente nivel? La audiencia digital crece cada día y es hora de que tu marca sea parte de esta revolución. En ADR Networks alcanzarás a miles, incluso millones de oyentes en todo el mundo. Imagina la exposición que esto significa para tu marca. No solo serás escuchado, sino que también tendrás a tu audiencia compartiendo y conectándose en las redes sociales, multiplicando tu presencia en línea. Contáctanos en nuestras redes sociales y descubre cómo ADR Networks puede impulsar tu éxito. Haz que tu marca resuene en el mundo digital. ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
Entrevistas, reportajes y mucho más.
Lunes, miércoles y viernes a partir de las 7 de la noche.
Con la mejor información deportiva solo por ADR Networks. Activando tus sentidos.
Hola, yo soy la doctora Verónica Ortega y te invito a aprender de medicina, medicina funcional, salud, bienestar, cocina natural, ejercicio, mindfulness y mucho más todos los lunes en punto de las 7 en mi programa Salud y Bienestar por ADR Network, activando y sanando tus sentidos.
Hola, soy Jonathan Tonatiu y te atrapo los martes a las 4 de la tarde aquí para conocer el mundo del teatro. Vamos a viajar por noticias, estrenos, información y muchas cortesías. ¿Sabes en dónde? En ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
Inicia tus mañanas con buena actitud, bien informado en temas de actualidad, salud, noticias, entretenimiento y todo lo que quieres saber respecto a tu día a día.
El café de las 10, de lunes a viernes a las 10 de la mañana.
¡No se lo pierdan! ¡Véanlo, perros!
Que no puedes decir perros al aire.
Ay, sí lo he dicho al aire. Además, tú ni viniste a la fiesta de fin de año, güey.
ADR.
A nuestros invitados por ADR Networks.
Continue on this train of thought. Works activating your senses, and we are currently waiting for our guests to arrive. So before we do that, I want to pull up the Instagram link to Noodle Restaurant. Now we're going to pull it up right here for you guys. That's the link right there, noodle.ramen.boba. All right. If you go to their Instagram page, if you go in, their menu is right there, so you guys can actually go and check out all of the food items that I was talking about. Now, I want to take this opportunity, guys, and first of all, again, wish you guys a very happy new year and all of the success this coming new year. And we want to tell you guys that we here at That Foreign Show, we are actually very excited to be putting together this content, and we're always testing and trying out different things. Like, for example, our insider segment today that we are talking about Noodle. I don't know if we have an image that we can pull up, a link. First, if you can go into the Instagram page, the link, open it up, and yes, can you actually open it up and see so that we can? Yes. So, okay, as we figure that out, I'll continue on this train of thought, wishing you guys and all of you guys who have, all of the previous guests and all the guys who have been communicating with us and being a part of this Foreign Show family. Just want to tell you guys that we are very, very grateful to have you guys as part of our family. And like I said, we are experimenting, trying out different things. So we want to invite you guys to actually give us some comments. Tell us what it is that you actually want to see, or what it is that you want us to, what topics you want us to address. We try to stay within the themes of travel, personal development, and also all of the administrative stuff that might come out of that. One of our goals for you, if you're watching our show or clips of our show, is to get tips and inspiration and little bits of motivation as well as you are going about your travels. Practical information we want to give, as well as a bit more abstract kind of less of the we want to give you guys the best of both worlds. That's basically what I'm trying to say here. You know, I'm trying to connect these things, and I'm trying to tell you guys that we want to actually give you guys practical information, which is what we do in the insider segment, as well as personal development style of information, which is like kind of what we're going to be doing today when we talk to our guest, Oliver, when he gets on. And Oliver, let me just break it down for you guys a bit about what we are going to be talking to him about today. Right. One of the things we're going to be asking him about is his flight experiences. Right. So he's done a lot of travel. Right, and he has this passion for flight, skydiving, hot air ballooning. Right. These are some of the things that we're going to talk to him about. And usually, if you've been watching our show, we start off the episode with giving practical information, and then we talk. You know, we ask some questions. We get the guests to kind of open up and to kind of talk to us about their experience and kind of the changes that they have gone through on a personal level, and also on a kind of a broader kind of practical level. In some cases, related to whatever it is that they're promoting or job that they are doing. You know. So this is kind of, I'm just breaking it down for you guys here, you know, kind of the structure, the outline of what that foreign show is about. Now we want to invite you guys to give us some feedback about what you would like to actually see. More topics, some of the things that we haven't covered that you guys think that we should, you know. Let us know about that. Now, the Google Instagram link, doesn't seem to be able to open up, right? So what we're going to do right now as we wait for our guest is we are going to take another commercial break, and we're going to be back with Oliver Chong. Peace.
We are going to a break and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
On the foreign show.
ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
Hola, yo soy Filiberto Romo.
Y yo, Roberto Cárdenas. Y juntos les llevaremos un viaje por la historia.
Desde un punto de vista diferente.
Por las barbas de la historia.
Un programa diferente todos los sábados a las 10 de la mañana.
Por ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
¿Listo para llevar tu marca al siguiente nivel? La audiencia digital crece cada día y es hora de que tu marca sea parte de esta revolución. En ADR Networks alcanzarás a miles, incluso millones de oyentes en todo el mundo. Imagina la exposición que esto significa para tu marca. No solo serás escuchado, sino que también tendrás a tu audiencia compartiendo y conectándose en las redes sociales, multiplicando tu presencia en línea. Contáctanos en nuestras redes sociales y descubre cómo ADR Networks puede impulsar tu éxito. Haz que tu marca resuene en el mundo digital.
Hola amigos, ¿cómo están? Nosotros somos
Tony Nieto.
Yo soy Cox y los invitamos a que no se pierdan todos los miércoles de
3 a 4 de la tarde
nuestro programa Conectados por ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
Hola, soy Eric Cadena.
Yo soy Ale García. Y yo, Mariana Torres. Y te invitamos a que no te pierdas TU,
un programa del mundo del entretenimiento donde tocaremos temas como música,
teatro, televisión,
artistas invitados, cine, series
y mucho más. Así que te la pasarás TU todos los sábados a la 1 de la tarde
por ADR Networks,
activando tus sentidos.
Hola, nosotros somos
Ramón Martínez
y César Alcántara y te invitamos todos los jueves en punto de las 4 de la tarde en tu programa De la Muerte a la Vida,
con temas espirituales que te fortalecerán en tu crecimiento a la madurez espiritual por ADR Networks y ADR Wellness,
activando tus sentidos. No faltes.
Te esperamos.
Hola, soy Luis Flores. Te espero todos los viernes en punto de las 9 de la noche, tiempo del Centro de México, en mi programa Momentos de Espiritualidad, donde platicaremos sobre temas como ángeles, sanaciones, seres de luz y demás temas tan interesantes. ¿En dónde? En ADR Wellness, activando tus sentidos y tu espíritu.
Estás escuchando ADR Networks.
Queridos amigos de Trending Topic, Sergio el Pelón Juárez para recordarles que los esperamos todos los martes.
No. ¿Cómo que los martes, Padre Santo?
¿Qué no eran los martes?
¿No te enteraste del memo de que ahora ya son los jueves?
Sí, pero se me olvidó. Los esperamos los jueves, a partir de esta semana, todos los jueves, de 3 a 4 de la tarde por ADR Networks.
Trending Topic con Sergio Juárez
y Enrique Ortega. Nos vemos los jueves.
Los leo.
Hola a todos, yo soy Rosalinda García, la morfopsicóloga número 1 de México. Quiero invitarlos a ver este nuevo programa, Rostros Desnudos, un programa en el que conocerás la personalidad, la psique, el corazón, el amor, todo lo que les interesa saber sobre la personalidad. Así que no se lo pierdan todos los viernes a las 12 de la tarde por ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
Hola, nosotros somos
Ramón Martínez
y César Alcántara y te invitamos todos los jueves en punto de las 4 de la tarde en tu programa De la Muerte a la Vida,
con temas espirituales que te fortalecerán en tu crecimiento a la madurez espiritual por ADR Networks y ADR Wellness,
activando tus sentidos. No faltes.
Te esperamos.
Inicia tus mañanas con buena actitud, bien informado en temas de actualidad, salud, noticias, entretenimiento y todo lo que quieres saber respecto a tu día a día.
Algunos dicen que el Café de las 10 es el programa más interesante de Internet.
Otros dicen que el Café de las 10 es el programa más inútil de Internet. La verdad es que no lo sabemos.
Lo que sí sabemos es que de las 10 de la mañana a las 12 del día vas a pasar un rato muy agradable hablando de diferentes temas como
noticias, videojuegos,
actualidad,
videojuegos, política, videojuegos, salud.
Mira, no te lo pierdas. De lunes a viernes a las 10 de la mañana, escucha el Café de las 10 en ADR Networks.
Activando tus sentidos.
Escúchenos, perros.
Estás escuchando ADR Networks.
Yo soy Monse Guarneros.
Yo soy Fer Gómez.
Y yo Lalo López. Y esto es Tu Voz, Unidos por Ti.
Historias de una fundación que ha llegado a tu hogar y que ha solucionado muchos problemas de ustedes.
Ayuda, dona, apoya y síguenos en nuestras redes sociales.
Además, sigue nuestras transmisiones a través de ADR Networks todos los jueves a partir de las 8 de la noche.
Activando tus sentidos.
ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
Amigos, queremos invitarlos a que no se pierdan La Casa del Pelotero.
Todos los jueves de 7 a 8 de la noche.
A través de ADR Networks.
Activando tus sentidos.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Yo soy Alberto Morales.
Y yo soy Yolanda Muedano.
Y te invitamos a nuestro programa Jite Karate Do, Artes Marciales y Deportes de Contacto.
Todos los lunes en punto de las 9 de la mañana.
Para platicar de lo mejor de las artes marciales.
Aquí en ADR Networks
y ADR Sports.
Activando tus sentidos marciales.
Hola, yo soy Alicia Rábago y te invito a que todos los viernes a las 9 de la mañana no te pierdas Acompañándonos. Es un programa que tiene temas de salud, de educación, de bienestar, de crecimiento personal, de estar y compartir. Son programas de interés para ti, para mí y para todos. Así que te espero los viernes 9 a.m. en Acompañándonos por ADR Networks.
Hola, soy Hanna de la Madrid
y te invito a que todos los jueves, en punto de la 1 de la tarde, nos acompañes en el programa Psycho Mom. Estaremos hablando de temas de actualidad y los retos que enfrentamos las mujeres en nuestro día a día. ¿Por dónde? En ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
Hey guys, we're back at TFS. Thank you for staying with us.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show, That Foreign Show. I'm Isaac Rakesh. As we wait for our guests to arrive here today, I'm going to continue, this being the first show of the new year. I'm just going to talk to you guys a bit and want to actually ask you guys to participate in this thing that we're thinking of doing, right? We want to invite you, if you have been watching the show or if you're not familiar, even if you're not familiar with the show, it's the first time or you're just watching a clip, we actually want you to talk to us and we want you to be a part of our TFS family and we want to actually find out from you what interests you, all right? What is actually, what's your thing? What's your thing? If you're a traveler, what's your thing? And what would you like us to cover more of? What would you like us to address, as part of this traveler community and also as part of that foreign show family? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. Our guest is here, so let's get to the show. What up? Oliver, what's up, brother? What's up? Happy New Year. Happy New Year,
Isaac. How are you? Can you hear me?
Brother. Yes, I can hear you fine. Can you hear me?
Yeah, totally, absolutely.
Okay, perfect. So how's it going, brother? How's the celebration going?
Yeah, well, it's going great. Actually, I don't know if you can see the background over here. I came to skydive today, so you can see over there the stone. So yeah. So
man, okay, so
of the year.
Okay, all right. So let's get to it. Why don't you tell the people a bit about yourself first of all? A bit about how you actually got into this passion, maybe.
Yeah, sure. Well, my name is Oliver, Mexican, born and raised in Mexico City, of course. I have some Chinese ethnic background from my mom's side. It was my great-grandfather that was the first one that came to Mexico. I'm 29 years old. I probably look older because I don't do skincare, like Koreans. But yeah, I think that's all.
You're not down with the Korean routine, the skincare and all that kind of. You're more like okay, all right, yeah. That's cool. So yes, please carry on.
Well, I don't know. What else can I tell you? I love doing sports. I'm someone that likes to be physically active. So, and it's been like that my whole life. So yeah, I've always been doing some sports, starting from basketball, volleyball. I did handball for a year as well. And right now I'm doing skydiving, and believe it or not, it's a sport as well. It counts as a sport.
Yes, for sure. I can imagine the kind of things that go into it. So maybe why don't you tell us a bit about that? How did you get into skydiving as a passion?
Well, that's a pretty long story over here because it was just last year, about 2 months ago that I just started skydiving, and it's something relatively new because my passion for flying, it was I don't know, it was a constant in my life since I was a kid. I remember everything that was related to airplanes flying that really attracted me. I don't know, why is that reason? I don't know, it's same for you for singing. You don't know, but you just like it. So yeah. And last year I was dealing with some mental issues and I didn't know where I wanted to go, what I wanted to do in my life. So I was like, okay, you know what? Just start with something that you really like as a kid, as children, just flying, and try that. So yeah, I was like, yeah, let's do that. And yeah, I right now I do skydive, but my thing right now and what I want to do from now on, it's just experience all kind of flying. So for example, last year I did, I've always like traveled internationally with airplanes, so yeah, that's one thing. But yeah, now I decided to try new things like like taking a hot air balloon ride, skydiving, of course, hang gliding, paragliding, and many well, flying a drone as well, and many other things that I would like to do.
Can you tell us a bit about maybe your first flight experience? Like how you what did you do first? Like what was the first thing that kind of got you hooked?
That it got me hooked. I don't know, because my first flight experience, like, I don't know, it was like when I was like 5, 6 years old. My father was working in Puerto Vallarta, and he says like, why don't you come over like for a couple of days for the weekend? And like, yeah, like that was kind of like the first flight that the first time that I remember that I took a flight. So yeah, that was like a good. But what it got me hooked over,
Wait,
like, it
so
was the.
your dad was flying the plane?
No. He was just like, like working abroad. Well, abroad, like within the country. And he's
All right,
like, why
got
don't you
you.
come over? And yeah, like that was kind of like my first time.
So you've been kind of like since that first kind of plane ride, right? That you've been kind of like hooked on this.
Yeah, well, my grandpa from my mom's side, I remember he had an office and he had all kind of things like, like hanging like those toy airplanes and all those kind of things around. And I remember that when I was a kid, like I used to spend a lot of time, a lot of hours from the day over there. And as I told, like it's really hard to know like what did you like about that, but you just like it.
It's something that you can't really explain.
Exactly.
Well, I remember also like going through this kind of, I guess, a phase, of just like being really into planes, like F-16, Tomcat, and all that kind of stuff. And do you also share a passion like that about studying the technology of planes and things like that? And
Yeah, well, when I was like graduating from high school, like when you're gonna go to university, I remember that I wanted like to be a pilot, to study to be a pilot, a commercial pilot. But at that time, well, my family didn't have like enough money to to get me there, and because it's pretty expensive, like I don't know, like let's say it's like, well, first you gotta be like a private pilot. You gotta take that course, and then like the course for commercial pilots. So that's around 1 million pesos over like the whole thing. So yeah, it was pretty expensive for us. So yeah, I just like pursued a career in management and well, and teaching Chinese as foreign language, as you know. So yeah, I don't know, like, and right now that I work, I said like, okay, let's do it. Like that was your dream as a kid, so why don't you do it right now? Like I don't want to be like 60 or 70 years old by the time that my life like is ending and regretting not being able to pursue that dream, no matter what.
yes,
So yeah.
for sure. For sure. Can you tell us a bit about the hot air ballooning? How did you get into that, and also where did you go to do that?
Yeah, sure. Well, as I told, like I had like a mental breakup last year, so I said like, okay, let's pursue this like passion for flying, and like I did some research, Google, ChatGPT, Wikipedia, whatever you use, and I remember like that I asked Google like what was the first flying machine like that the man like got into, and it was a hot air balloon. Like if you probably didn't know, like yeah, it was that the first flying machine was a hot air balloon. So then I asked ChatGPT what are the best places like to do hot air balloon, and it happened to be well in France, that it was like that was the country of the person that created the hot air balloon. I don't remember his name, but yeah, something French, of course.
Right.
And the
Some French
number
dude,
one,
right?
yeah, and the second one, it was like going to Turkey, to Cappadocia, and it said like that it had like the best panoramas. So I was like, okay, let's go to Turkey. Like I find that like more accessible to me. So yeah, I went like to Turkey, to Cappadocia, and and I just like took that ride. It was unbelievably amazing. So, and I remember that when I took the pictures and the videos, like I remember like seeing and watching my face like that. I was like extremely happy. I could see it in my eyes, like you don't even need to like a smile. I was like, okay, like I'm liking this thing. Let's keep
Right,
doing
right,
it.
right. That is cool. Well, Oliver, when we do this show, one of my aims or one of my goals is I try to, within the period of talking to the guests, I try to find certain moments which I feel like can really help my guests, and people who are watching. And I think what you just said earlier was something pretty powerful. Maybe we can talk a bit about that. You said that you actually were going through some stress, some moments in your life, and you actually decided that you want to do something about it, or you kind of pivoted from that to this passion of flying. Can you tell us a bit about that? Like, because that's a pretty powerful thing, and if people can actually figure out how to do that, how to get out of that stressful situation, things will be better. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, totally. Well, I've been having this issue for like a couple years ago, and there's one thing that they say that there's two things that you don't choose, like the love of your life and your passion. So like, like the love of your life, like maybe, I don't know, like let's say like in a romantic relationship, maybe you like tall blonde girls, like if you're straight, if you're a guy, of course, but maybe the love of your life is going to be like a shoddy brunette girl. So, and that's going to be your love of your life. You don't know why, but like it picked.
Okay.
And the same for the passions. Probably right now, what I think I like are sports, but maybe my passion, like it actually becomes like writing. So like right now that I'm 29, I was like it's hard for me to accept that I'm 29 or 29 years have been passed and I haven't discovered my passion yet. Because there's a lot of things that you like, like for example, like I like to sing, I like to play soccer, I like to play whatever, but you wouldn't say like this is my passion, like this is crazy. And I had an example within my family. You already know my brother, and my brother,
Yes.
like his passion is lion and dragon dance. And he can be like every single day, like 24/7, like watching, listening, talking about it, reading it. And he never gets tired. So I was like, you know what? Like, I want to find my passion. I want to find the thing that I like as much as he likes lion dance. So, so as I told, like, that's the way it all started. Like for example, I like to play table tennis. I do that. I like to dance. Right now I'm learning drum. I like to fly drones, but I wouldn't say like those things are really my passion, are something that I enjoy doing it, but that is not my passion. So I was like, as I told last year, I was like, okay, where can I start finding my passion? Since I was a kid, I like this. And sometimes it pauses within my life, sometimes I don't talk about it or I don't read or anything about it, but it's a constant in my life. So I was like, okay, yeah, now that you can, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and try it. So yeah. So like, I mean, like talking about like your audience and what could I say? Like, like you just gotta start from somewhere. Like, it doesn't matter. Like before I thought like my passion was dancing. It's something that I enjoy, but I wouldn't call it my passion. So just try, keep trying. Do no matter what, and you don't need to wait for somebody. Like, for example, right now that I'm doing skydiving, I know nobody like within my family or circle of friends that do it. And I was like, okay, you do it. Like whatever happens, if you don't know anybody, you're just going to make friends on the way or whatever. And you're going to enjoy the experience, the learning curve and everything.
Yo, for real, it's kind of like make the way by walking it, kind of, right? Like pave the way. Yo, a big shout out also to, yes, for sure. You made some really interesting points there, but I just want to give a shout out to your brother Eric Chong, who's a guest on our show as well. And like you mentioned, the passion that he has for his hobby or his thing is pretty strong. Like when you talk to him, you can tell. Yeah, here's a person who is passionate about this thing. And it's very interesting what you are saying, like find your passion, right? And passion is not just an interest, it's something deeper, it's something more, right? Can you give us some tips, or maybe the people some tips, or how can they figure out how, you know what I'm saying? Like what actually is the passion and what is just the interest,
Well, first thing that I'm gonna say is like start now, start as soon as possible. Time is really valuable. Right now, like it's 2025, like 2024 it went like this, like just yesterday you thought it was February and right now we're January again. So yeah,
Word. Yeah, man.
time is really important. Like don't wait for anything, just like do it. It doesn't matter like that you just do baby steps, but just do it. Your body is not getting younger, you're not getting any healthier, you're not getting any better. So just like start right now, or for example right now that I'm almost 30, that I think I'm on my prime right now, like right now my body's just like going decreasing. So I know like in 2 years I'm gonna be worse than what I'm doing right now. So for example, if you think your passion is sports related, like you gotta start now. And those kind of things, right? Because you never know what you're gonna like. So like what can I recommend to all the people out there that they think that they haven't found their passion is just like put on the table all the things that you like to do, including the things that you really enjoyed as a kid. Like for example, if you like, I like writing, I like drawing, I like also playing basketball, whatever. And give it a try, but like a constant try for a few months, maybe like between 3 to 6 months. And after that period, just say like, you know what? I do like it, but I don't feel that's my thing. Or you're going to find something that you say, okay, I think this is my thing. I'll keep trying it. And let's see if I can just like, if I cannot get bored about it. And I do get excited about it. So yeah, like just like make a list and try everything, but be constant. Don't just try it one time or 1 month. Just try to be constant.
So like just give each thing a good try, a good go, right?
Exactly.
And then decide.
Yeah, you're gonna find a lot of different things. For example, I don't know, like if you like dancing, maybe you started dancing salsa, and you said like, okay, you know what? I do like dancing salsa, but I don't think that's my thing. I'm gonna try, I don't know, Afro or hip hop or whatever, and you're probably gonna like it or not gonna like it, but just keep giving it a try, and maybe you're gonna say, you know what? Dancing is not for me, or dancing is just something that I want to like. This is a physical activity, but it's not my real passion.
Yo, well, Oliver, it's day 3 of the new year, and you are in a skydiving place. Can you tell us more about what are you doing there? And yes, please tell us. It looks pretty cool from here. It looks like yeah.
Yeah, let me try to get you over there, hoping like we don't lose the sign. So
okay,
so right now
okay.
right now it's over for the day. So as you can see, like it's basically all green fields. On this side we have like all the dock. But yeah, like there's not, to be honest, like there's not a lot to show you right now because like the day is just over for for here. But well, everything started like as I told, like I wanted like to experience all kinds of flying. So I didn't want to just say like, oh, airplane or helicopter. I was like, okay, let's try a lot of different things. So last year I was pretty lucky to go to Egypt and experience tandem skydiving. For the people that they don't know what tandem is, it's like, like you skydive, but you're hooked up with an instructor. So it's like you just basically enjoy that experience. And I remember I loved the free fall sensation a lot. And I was like, you know what, like I want to give it a try, and tried to do it like solo, alone. So yeah, like as I told, like I didn't waste any time. I checked, I asked, I found this place, and I was like, okay, pay and go over there. So
you actually have a solo jump under your belt now.
Yeah. I did my AFF course, that it's like the meaning like for accelerated free fall course, that it's kind of like the basic level of it.
Okay.
I passed it, and now it's just like, like getting license A, B, C, and so on. So right now I'm doing my A license and hoping that when I do traveling internationally, I can go to places that I can skydive and kind of like make it like another kind of tourism for me. Like it's not just like, for example, I don't know, like going to Paris in France and watching the Eiffel Tower, the Arc de Triomphe, or whatever. It's like, I'm going to skydive and I'm going to see the Eiffel Tower, like from top of that. And that's going to be like amazing experience for me. So those kind of, I want to like pursue that kind of traveling as well.
Yes, another interesting, beautiful point that you're talking about. It's like you want to do things in your own way.
Hola.
All right, we had some technical difficulties, but we are back. I don't know if you caught what I was saying, but basically I was trying to tell you that yes, we at the foreign show we share that sentiment of what you just said. You don't want to do things touristy. You want to do things in your own way. There's nothing wrong with the touristy thing.
Yeah.
But you just want to do things in your own way. You want to, like for example, travel. In this case, travel the world and skydive, which is really cool. And I was also saying that a lot of our previous guests on that foreign show, they are also trying to bring this element of freedom into their travels and their work. They're trying to not just be another tourist or another worker or another blah blah blah, but they're trying to do things in their own way and be creative in that way. So we really encourage this, and we are really excited over here at that foreign show, and we also want to be a part of your journey, to kind of show people what's going on. But right now, Oliver, I just want to ask you, so what is next for you on this on your journey? What is your plans? Like what do you want to do?
Oh, what I want to do, okay, so I want to continue like this, like flying experience series that I have. I call it Vuelo, like Buwelo, because that's a Tagalog word that it means momentum in English. But as you know, like it also like it has like a similar pronunciation as vuelo, fly
As well,
in Spanish.
fly.
So
Right.
yeah, I want to like continue that. Like right now, I'm just like focusing on skydiving, but I also want to like experience a lot of things like acrobatic flight, wing walking, and other kind of like flyings that I already have over there, but they are still a little secret. But also like with this, I also want to like experience like some kind of like adrenaline things, because like for example, for a lot of people, like they think or they believe that skydiving like it has a lot of adrenaline, but to me, I don't think so, or it just doesn't make me feel the adrenaline. So I just want to like,
Okay.
like I want to try doing the bungee jumping, drifting a car, the storm chasing as well, like those kind of things that they do actually make you feel alive. Because I mean, like I'm just like taking off like all my traumas, my mental issues in public. But there was one time that I felt that I was not living my life. That kind of like you're just walking like a zombie every day, working or hanging out with friends or whatever. And if that's your thing and you feel happy with that, that's okay. I'm not judging. But I was just like feeling like, like in autopilot, like just like walking life. So I was like, okay, I really want to do things that make me feel alive, that make me think that I am actually like my life is worth it. So yeah, that's why I was like, okay, adrenaline things, probably like something that scare me, but I can do them. Like that's gonna make me feel alive, and so far so good. So yeah, I'm just gonna like continue to really try to live, try to feel alive.
Oliver. Okay, I got a couple of comments here. I want to ask you about this. Okay, here's a question. They want to know what about the wingsuit divers, the skydivers with the wingsuit and the people who jump off like mountains and stuff. Like basically, yes. Can you tell us a bit about that, or what your thoughts are about that?
Yeah, totally. Well, I'm not exactly an expert, so whatever I say, like, don't like take it like too serious, or that I'm like telling you the whole truth. Like, if you really want to like know more about that, you should like go with ask an instructor. I don't know if
Okay.
you can hear me anymore.
Guys,
Oh
you
yeah,
heard
you can
that,
hear me.
right? Okay. Yes.
And so, for example, the wing sit is kind of like you're skydiving, but you have kind of like that spiral suit. So what that makes you is like to float more in the air, so you have like more time of free fall. You're like descending slowly, so that's really good. But that's not a thing that you can do. That's not a thing